If there's anything scarier than a serial killer, it's a remorseless serial killer that feels no guilt for their actions. Killers without remorse, entirely devoid of empathy. When serial killer is able to smile their way through a murder trial, admit they feel no remorse, and never apologize for their unimaginable crimes, it's quite clear they're better off removed from society and safely kept behind bars. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 heartless killers show no remorse in court. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 5. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy played the innocent card during his trial, but once he found himself on death row, his charismatic mask slipped and he confessed to 28 murders. Speaking of his lack of remorse in an interview with former detective Robert Keppel, Bundy stated, "Guilt is this mechanism we use to control people. It's an illusion, it's a kind of social control mechanism, and it's very unhealthy. It does terrible things to our body." Forensic psychologist Art Norman, who spent more than 100 hours interviewing Bundy, said that the serial killer should never have been executed. Number 4. Gary Lee Samson. In 2001, Gary Lee Samson's killing spree claimed the lives of 3 victims. He was sentenced to death in 2003. In 2011, Samson's death sentence was thrown out due to juror misconduct, and a second trial was scheduled. The former drifter and bank robber signed his own death warrant at the second trial with his continued angry outbursts in court, during which he swore at the judge. He also complained that stabbing his first 2 victims resulted in getting too much blood on his clothes, so he switched to strangling his 3rd victim for a cleaner kill. In 2017, he was sentenced to death for the second time. Samson was tried in a Massachusetts federal court where the death penalty is rare, but his lack of remorse proved he had learned nothing. Number 3. Nomiya Andu. The judge in the case of a convicted murderer, Nomiya Andu, says she failed to show any remorse towards the families of her victims even though she had asked for their forgiveness. Judge Ramaruma Monama sentenced the former police officer to 6 life terms for the murders of 5 family members and her former lover Maurice Mabasa, so she could cash in on insurance policies worth nearly 1.4 million rupees. The partner of one Andu's victims, Zanil Motha, told the court that he had always known that Andu was guilty of killing the mother of his 3 children. Jabulani Nalapo said he didn't believe the convicted serial killer was remorseful. Number 2. John Wayne Gacy. Serial killer, rapist, and perhaps the root of clowns being derided as creepy, John Wayne Gacy carried out 33 murders between 1972 to 1978 in suburban Chicago, Illinois. The contractor and part-time children's birthday clown would lure teenage boys back to his home, enticing them with the promise of partying or construction job opportunities before raping, strangling, and burying them in his crawl space. The law finally caught up to Gacy in 1978 when a concerned mother alerted authorities that her son had disappeared with a man. Gacy would confess to detectives the entirety of his crimes, though he would later recant and joke at his trial that the only thing he was guilty of was running a cemetery without a license. Gacy was executed in 1994, and he offered some very succinct last words as a retrospect of his life and crimes: "Kiss me ass." Number 1. Stephen Griffiths. A PhD student in criminology at England's Bradford University, Stephen Griffiths desired fame beyond what was attainable in academia. Craving a brand of infamy that would put him in the annals of history's great mass murderers, Griffiths began carrying out the first of 3 homicides in 2009, a series of crimes that would rock Bradford and earn him the self-explanatory nickname of the Crossbow Cannibal. Shortly after his apprehension, CCTV video emerged in the English press showing a brazen Griffiths celebrating the murder of his final victim, 36-year-old Suzanne Blamiers, by holding up his crossbow and giving the finger directly at a camera in the hallway of his apartment building. As disturbing as the video gets, it was never shown in court, as the fame-hungry Griffiths was eager to confess to his crimes, graphically describing how he dismembered his victims in his bathtub before consuming pieces of their flesh. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video just for you guys. Until then, take care, stay safe, and be happy.